It's Rebecca, and I want to share with you the most wonderful message that I received from my Pleiadian friends. Now, you could call them ET, extraterrestrial, or Pleiadian, and the ship I'm receiving from actually has liaisons to all of our star brothers and sisters. So, a little background to understand. I get information in streams. Sometimes it's actually several streams at once, and I have to ask him to slow down. Now, I've written this down because I journal every single morning, and for the past few mornings, I've been getting a new message. So the morning before, I had gotten a message, and I can see them, not with my real eyes, but with my inner vision. And I told a friend of mine what they look like, and they said, well, I heard they were taller, etc., etc. By the way, when you get messages, sometimes it's not time to give it out. But now it is time to give it out. So they start off saying to me, and the main spokesman I'm speaking with says, you can't say my name, but you can call me Yodi, because it's kind of like Yoda that we're all familiar with from Star Wars. So Yodi says, the way you see us will change over time. Remember the natives that's reported in the time of Columbus or the New World who simply could not see the ship when it came in. And it's reported they couldn't see it because they'd never seen anything like it. And when the shaman saw it, because the shaman could, and it sort of opened a portal, then the natives could see it. So that's the way it is with the extraterrestrials. So let me continue reading the direct channeling. Because the natives had no reference point, their eyes could not see. Only the shaman can see. Later, the natives were able to see, but only after the shaman opened the portal of understanding. The way you perceive us, even in your mind's eye, is colored. What's it colored by? Images others have reported. You've seen cartoons, drawings. So, and this is Yodi speaking to me. Darling priestess, don't be surprised if we change our form in front of your very eyes. And I'm going to stop right there and tell you that each morning when I see them, sometimes there's groups, sometimes there's two, sometimes there's one, and they do change their form. Not their basic form, but size-wise, yes. Here's where Yodi continues. Form is not important as we are light beings, yet form is what you understand. We desire to be careful not to frighten you. And then Yodi says, we need you. And begin a question and answer period. So I say, well, why do you need us? And who do you mean specifically? Do you mean you need me, Rebecca, or you need humanity in general? And here's what I love, the part of the message that I love. We need you to love us with your human love, just as you love your angelic friends, or at least be willing to send us rays of your human love. I will explain more as we go along. You have taught your students many lessons about the power of the human heart. Yes, I have. We especially love the lesson you shared about blessing your angels. Let me give you a little background on blessing your angels. I wrote an article one time about how we should weave a net of love, a pink net, and put some little gold threads in there and throw it over our angels in blessing. So what happens is the angels are marching around the heavens with their merit badges of love, because it symbolizes that we are realizing that we are divine and we can bless the angels. We can bless the ETs too. Yodi continues. Just as the angels wear their merit badges of human love as treasured prizes, so we could be able to prove to other species that there is positive communication of species if we show that we have received your love. So I say, okay, well, you still haven't answered who specifically, yet I think I know. Is it the whole of humanity you desire to receive love from? And he replies, yes, that would be lovely. Lovely is all caps. Yet it's not necessary or prudent to expect love from the whole of humanity. Ha ha ha. I feel he has a sense of humor. All we need is love from a very few. This will open a portal of love receiving both ways. Just as the natives could not see the ship until the shaman opened the portal of understanding, so humans have never thought of being able to exchange love vibrations with us. And I'm going to stop right there. I never thought of sending love to an alien. Have you? Now, I do love the messages from the Pleiadians, but I figured it was just wisdom coming down or across or wherever it's coming from. I never thought, hey, they might like some exchange here. And Yodi continues, now specifically, you and some of your close friends would be a most welcome love merit badge if you would share your powerful love with us. And so I question him again. Besides showing others that human love is flowing to you, what benefit or effect would receiving human love be for you? And he replies, you mean besides feeling really, really, really good to us? I think he has a darling sense of humor. He picks up on my forms of speech and my colloquialisms. The human love is a very powerful energy vibration. It is a catalyst for many other functions and vibrations. It strengthens us, gives us greater hope, and also fortifies our abilities to be of assistance to you. When one of us receives love from a human, it causes us to light up in a sense. We cannot hide it. It causes a pheromone exchange that is beneficial to both parties. It's almost like the effect of having great sex. You just can't wipe that grin off your face. Don't you love this guy? So I'm asking another question. It sounds like some of you have already received love vibration somewhat. You would not be able to tell me about it. And he says, we have indeed, yet very little. There are almost no aware humans who would even be open to this concept. Let us go back to the story of the natives who could not see. You just haven't ever thought of loving an ET, now have you? So, most humans could not even acknowledge our existence, much less send us a little love. And he's speaking to me directly. You, Rebecca, will be able to bring this love of Pleiadian or other species forward. Your people are accustomed to your presentation of rather outrageous concepts. And he can hear my thoughts answering him. It's really rather tedious to write this down because it's coming and going so fast. Of course, he says to me, I hear your little mind noise going on about what I said about love of Pleiadian. There are other beneficial species and races here as well. I say love of Pleiadian jokingly. Hey, You are receiving my communication, and I am a Pleiadian. How shall we ever beneficially merge our civilizations if we can't share a little love and show a little love for one another? You are unlike, I say to him, Yodi, you are unlike any Pleiadian I ever heard of. You have a sense of humor, and I really love it. I don't know how folks will embrace this concept of a funny alien. And he says, Rebecca, you are a unique human. Well, of course you all are. Yet your gift is to take complex things and make them simple and fun. Again, I go back to the native can't see the ship story. Because of the seriousness of our past messages, many have assumed that we are a serious, humorless race. Yes, we are serious about helping you ascend and helping you to rescue your planet. Yet, time for a different presentation. And then I hear that little song, Party on the Mothership. Party on the Mothership. So, you're perfect to commune with me, as I'm considered a bit eccentric, even in my own time and place. It takes a pioneer or a rebel sometimes to bring forth new concepts. And then I say, slow down, Yodi. I'm seeing so many flashes of information I can hardly grasp it all. And I'm writing all this down as fast as I can. Oh, and a little background. He had told me the day before that his position was a physician. And so I again say, I would expect a physician, as you told me you were, to be more serious. He goes, huh? Yes, I can see why. You think many of your earthly physicians are very serious and not so much filled with levity. It's just a concept you've brought into. Many physicians of my species know the value of a lighted heart, and many physicians of earthly species know the value of a lighted heart. So I say, can we get back to talking about this love exchange between alien and human? And he says, we the Pleiadians and others have been having much love for humanity for ages. We're willing to transmit on a personal level, yet there is almost no receptivity. Ain't that the truth? The human race will leap forward in ascension if they begin to consciously receive our love and consciously return our love. Your love to us will spark great emissions of technology sharing and medical advances and abilities to tap into our knowledge base. You, consciously receiving our love, will cause a great and wonderful chain reaction within all who participate. Your abilities to function at optimum levels in all things will increase exponentially. Just as you have been teaching your students to show love to their angels, and you open their minds to that concept, and I'm going to stop there because most people feel like, oh, angels are so high and mighty. What would they want with my love? I'm the one that needs a love. But when you realize the value of your human love and that angels desire your love, we desire the love of one another, and Pleiadians and others of the beneficial type desire our love. More on that in a minute. So, showing and exchanging love with an alien is a new concept. that will open vistas of awareness such has not been imagined. And I ask a question. I know some of my students are going to question, how do I know it's safe? What if I'm exchanging love with a dark t-shirt, a bad guy? Because not every extraterrestrial is benevolent. Some are malevolent, however, more are benevolent, and more about that in a moment. And Yodi says, a true dark t-shirt, bad guy, will not want your love. They thrive off your fear. If you are aware enough to have stayed with this communication so far, you are surely aware enough to feel the difference between light and dark. Get your own angels and guides in on this. Especially helpful is the Christ energy. No matter what your religion background, you are always safe with the Christ energy. And I'm going to stop right there. No dark power that I know would always be saying, oh, let's get the Christ energy in here. So, and this transcends, the Christ energy transcends every religion. We see the Christ energy as a leveler. He levels out the playing field. Did he not always speak of being one with the Father? Did he not point the way towards two-way communication? Best of all, did he not advocate elimination of the middleman? Here's a nutshell. Good guys thrive on love. Bad guys thrive on fear. If you are feeling fearful thoughts about anything, whether it is to hug an alien or to open your heart to human love, ask your angels and guides and Christ's presence to help you, or whatever higher power you embrace. We could get all up into why you yourself are your own higher power, yet that's enough far out concepts for this session. A couple more things. What is an alien? Someone not native to the area, correct? Well, angelic beings were not created on planet Earth, yet you revere them. Many ascended masters are not from planet Earth, yet you revere them. It takes us back to the story of the natives who could not see the white man's ship. Loving an alien such as moi, he is still speaking, is a unique concept, yet not so different as you might think. Angels are benevolent beings. Ascended masters are benevolent beings. Many aliens are also benevolent beings who seek to be of assistance and have great love for you. If you could ask your own familiar deity for increase in any gift, ask for increase in the gift of discernment. What's discernment? Knowing the difference between light and the dark. Knowing the difference between something good for you and something not. Discern whether this information is right for you at this time. Discern any and all energies who come to your awareness. Trust your gut. So, there's many more messages which I will make more videos to you, and you're welcome to leave your questions. Only I'm suited to bring the messages that they bring me. And here's where this is going. I teach people how to become psychic and how to channel. Well, I've only taught people how to channel angelic beings, ascended masters. But now, I'm going to be teaching those who want it. I'm going to create a course on channeling the Pleiadians. I'm going to start with the Pleiadians because that's who's come to me. And I know they're benevolent and they have a lot of good information to share. Here's what they say. There is an energetic match that your energy is matched to channel a certain type of information that's beneficial to the planet. And that's those who take my course. I may teach it several times. I don't know. I know I'm going to teach it once or twice. I'm sure I will several times. And so the key is to get you able to communicate and having ease of communication, but being suited to your personality type and also suited to your knowledge base. Like for me, this spokesperson who came, and by the way, this is one of the days I channel, but other times there's other ones. Yodi is always there because he's the first one who came, but yet different messages come. I'm very suited to teach about sharing love with an alien, and they're telling me all kind of information about their lifestyle, how they reproduce, all that yummy kind of stuff that I know you're going to want to know. But yet some of you might be more scientifically oriented, more mathematically oriented. And if you learn how to communicate, then you would be able to bring in ascended information. However, here's the important thing. Don't look for them with binoculars. Look for them with your heart. Yodi has said that to me over and over and over. It's time to show unity. We are not separate. There is no denying that our star brothers and sisters are here now and have been here, have been watching over us. And yes, there are some malevolent. They don't want your love. One of the messages I will be bringing in another video shortly is a little bit about the malevolent and how to avoid them and how to reach out in love and form a real communion with our star brothers and sisters. So there you have it, a unique concept. What do the ETs and Pleiadians really want from us? They want to exchange love with us. So you might be saying, well, how the heck would I do that? Well, first of all, be willing to do it. Be willing to think, I could send out streams of love to an alien, to a Pleiadian, to a benevolent star brother or sister. First, toy with the idea, and then think of how they have advanced technology that they really want to share, and yet they're not going to come down here and run over our free will. The only path of true communication is through love. If you like this kind of information, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. Leave your questions in the comment section and tell me what else you'd like to know about. I certainly don't know everything at all, and yet I do have very much ease of communication with my star brothers and sisters for the information I'm best suited to bring forward. This is Rebecca, and thank you for watching. Feel free to share this with those who are open-minded. You know, one of the problems with talking about the star brothers and sisters is people just think you're batshit crazy. Normal people. And yet, here we are saying, let's love an ET. Let's love a Pleiadian. I'll be back with another video in a couple days.